Which begs the question, could never again actually happen again?
In a one-word answer to your question about whether never again can happen, the answer is absolutely yes. Yes, it can happen. It is happening. In some ways, we've seen it already happen. Right? It's not just that we've seen genocides. We've seen the cultivation of the soil that makes it fertile ground for never again to happen again. And one of the greatest risks of that occurring is our failure to understand that it will always be possible. It requires vigilance, and it requires preparation and skill and practice in order to ensure that it doesn't happen again. So the odds of it not happening again and again and again are very, very slim. Very, very slim. They need to understand what the stakes actually are. They need to understand what the consequences are of a society that doesn't respect any of these important fundamental rules. Not in the abstract, but in very practical terms.
The Holocaust, what happened in World War II, is actually fading from people's memory. And that was really fascinating to me, that we could forget something like that. One of the worst things that happened in human history. And that tells me that if we are able to forget about that, then people really, truly just don't care about nature and things like that. People just aren't going to be that concerned about those things that they can easily forget about one of the biggest atrocities in human history. That's something that we as a society really need to work on.